Hi, everyone. Today marks Ravid Law Group's 10-year anniversary. We started our firm on September 25th, 2010, and it's been a great ride. I started my career 23 years ago. Right out of law school, I worked at a big firm, and I had great mentors. My two direct bosses, one was a Stanford Law Review editor, the other was a UCLA Law Review editor. Every time I would turn anything in, it would come back with nothing but red ink. So there was a lot of tough love there. But I worked hard there. I wanted to be the best lawyer as soon as possible. I wanted to rise through the ranks and achieve every goal that all other lawyers dream of. And eventually it worked out. It paid off. After working 70-hour weeks, Saturdays, Sundays, till midnight on a regular basis, I eventually rose through the ranks and became an equity partner. Life was good. And then one day, a few of my colleagues came to my office, closed the door behind them, and said, "Hey, we have this idea. What do you think about going out and starting out our own law firm?" And that really intrigued me. It sounded very exciting. We were watching Mad Men at the time, and they were considering doing the same thing on that TV show. And that's something that I started to think about. Eventually, a year later, I was actually ready to do it. It took me some time to kind of think about what it would take to actually be successful. And that's when I left. And I left together with Regina Gomez, who has been with me by my side throughout my entire career. And really, without Gina, I really would not have been able to achieve any of the success that I have, because she's been really instrumental in helping us with Ravid Law Group. She went from being my assistant to being our office manager and really our chief operating officer. Our first day on the job was pretty eventful. We had a new client who just a few months before we left had issued press releases in all the major trades that they had planned to open up a new store and negotiate new leases, one store per day for every day of the year in 2011, which would have been a substantial amount of work for us. And sure enough, right before my wife showed up to surprise me with some balloons, not unlike the balloons I have here today, I get a phone call that the business contact that I had been working with had just been fired, which is not good news. And then a short time after that, I learned that this new client was going to be filing for bankruptcy. So not a great way to start. But the good news is that I never really considered that client. I never relied on that business. It was a new client. I always took a conservative approach. And the better news is the clients that I did hope would send us work ended up sending us actually double the amount of work that I had anticipated. So on that front, everything actually did turn out to be much better than expected. And year over year, we picked up more clients, more and more work, more and more clients, and we kept growing. And the reality is we couldn't grow fast enough. We still had to turn away meaningful work by some pretty good clients. And, that still bothers me to this day. But the reality is, while I could have always went out and I could have always just gone out to hire random lawyers to come do the work, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted our firm to have a great reputation for being the best in the industry. We work hard, pay attention to detail, responsive to our clients, recognize all of the issues, all the pitfalls when negotiating our contracts, write them clearly, avoid ambiguities, and most important of all, be practical and understand our client's business. And to do that, it's difficult to find the right fit sometimes. But I was very fortunate to be able to find one of our best hire, which was Jennifer Schultz, who actually came to us right out of law school about 10 years ago, almost about 9 years ago. And she has risen through our ranks and has become partner, and she's really been a huge part of our success as well. I think we've also hired a bunch of other great lawyers, and we've built a really solid team. And we're very fortunate for that, and very proud of that as well. And most important of all, we couldn't have done any of this without our clients. We have amazing clients and amazing people that we represent and help, and we're very happy to do so. We love working with our clients. Thank you all very much. It's been a great ride the last 10 years, and we're really looking forward to continuing the ride in the next 10 years. Thank you all to everyone. Lastly, I do want to say that we acknowledge that this is a tough time for a lot of people. People have a lot of concerns ranging from health, economic, and social justice issues. And we are together here with you, and want to provide as much support as possible. And if you ever need anything, give us a call, and we'd be happy to help. Thank you, everyone, and cheers.